Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm gonna actually talk about the benefits of living in the city and a high rise as an entrepreneur. So for those who are new here, my name is Nita. I live in downtown Nashville in a high rise, in the newest high rise that just opened up here in Nashville called the Alcove. Amazing place to live. I actually shoot on my iPhone for a living. I made that into a whole career and able to finance myself in this lovely home. I love living in a high rise. Like, I actually might be slightly biased because I mean, as a kid, I've always wanted to live in anything that looked successful, whether it was a big house or a mansion or a high rise. Living in a high rise has literally opened my eyes the moment I was able to move in, because it really felt like anything is possible. I never saw myself moving into one anytime soon. And I really thought you had to be super wealthy. Am I super wealthy? Not necessarily, but it's just so cool to be able to afford it. So the benefits of living here is already like making my 12-year-old dreams come true, knowing that I'm able to financially support myself. Just be in that bracket of not necessarily being poor. No, but the benefits for real though is the amazing views at the end of the day. Like, I love being able to come home and see an amusing view right when I walk through the door. And that personally just hits my soul, because there's so much more to life, and I love looking at views, and it reminds me of that every day. Like, there is so many people out here, there are so many buildings out here, there's so much. The beautiful sky, like sometimes we don't take the chance to just look up and enjoy the wonderful, beautiful sunsets and the sunrises. So I definitely have the luxury of seeing that every day. The purpose of my video is to explain and share and inspire you guys the motivation that I get living here, the marketing aspects of living here that really helps my business, and even the personal benefits of living in the city that actually has its perks as an entrepreneur. Obviously, for a sense of motivation, walking through the door is just enough, and seeing floor to high ceiling windows and just seeing the breathtaking views every day, every night, sunset, sunrise, raining, sunshine, like no matter what it is, it's still a beautiful view at the end of the day. And it motivates me to always get myself together to stay here in this place and want more for myself still. Just because I live here doesn't mean that I don't want more for myself. No, I'm not comfortable yet. Like, I still want more, obviously. And it inspires me, like, Nita, if you can be here, you can be anywhere. Like, I live in a studio apartment here in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's really good for me and my dog, because that's all the space that I really need for the moment. And then, like, obviously when my life changes and I probably might have a family future, obviously we would need a house. But since it's just me, it's just nice to just have a lot of me time and just be more minimal and not have to rely on a lot of excessiveness at the moment of my life right now. And this pushes me to just focus on my business, to just focus on me growing, because I am small right now. My business is small. I am making like maybe a couple income streams, but I want to make more. And I feel like the more my income stream grows, the bigger space I can get, or the more places I can buy to live in. It inspires me every day to just wake up and start on my next thing, on my next project, on the next income that I'm going to be working hard towards. It's a blessing, and just to appreciate something like this every single day and not take it for granted. So it again is a nice reminder, you know, you got yourself here, but you can get yourself somewhere bigger, somewhere better. And that is why I feel like it is such a great motivation, and it's so inspiring to be in a place like this, to continue to grow me as a person and my business. I know living in the city has a lot of negative connotations of the busyness of this, like too many people or poor people or the crime. I don't really surround myself with a lot of people in the city. I'm here by myself in my own place, so I'm not really necessarily around a lot of people. Traffic and stuff, it's not that bad. It can be avoided, you know, during certain situations, not like traffic 24/7 or anything. But it does push you though to like not use your car, which is good. And I like to walk to certain spots in the city since I technically live in the city. So it's very like convenient to do so and save money on gas, not really have to use your car so much. Plus it's exercise that we need. We gotta get our steps in, come on now. But another cool benefit though of living in a city, it's just the fact that everyone's hustling and bustling, and it's nice to see a lot of people like going to work, doing this, going here, going there. And also the construction workers that are next door, like that doesn't bother me at all. Like it's nice to see them grow a building right next door to me. And the building here is not, I want to say it's like a little bit of soundproof where you can watch a movie and the construction can still go on and it's not gonna like affect the movie at all. And it's nice to be able to just again see other people doing their thing, and it makes you want to do your thing. It makes you want to stay productive because you know you got stuff you got to do. You know you got to be on your own game and grow your business. And so obviously if their building is being built and you're seeing so much of the progress, hopefully in your life there's progress that's happening as well. And that's like what I mean by like motivating and inspiring, to be in the city, just to be amongst people that are also doing something, you know, not necessarily comfortable or like everything's kind of the same or no huge dramatic change. And again, the convenience of just being around these huge, amazing, tall buildings that man-made has created. And it's just so cool to be in that environment. Like if they're able to build this 100-foot tall building, who's to say I can't do something just as grand, just as big? So that's just where my mindset goes when I'm around the city life and the dwellers, because I just have so much growth that I have to do, and there's so much growth in this city and it's still going and they're still growing. It's inspiring. Again, it's just so cool to just be able to like go to a nearby coffee shop and like be that city girl. Like I'm just gonna get my reasonably priced coffee shop. Oh my gosh, I just geeked out recently because there was a reasonably priced coffee shop that has my, I don't drink coffee, but I love hot chocolate. And it's so cool to have like my little coffee like mug, hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate, reasonably temperature, not too hot, but chocolatey with whipped cream. Switch with almond milk because, you know, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't be with that dairy. I just love being that girl because I feel like I got my game on. I feel like I got my shit going, you know? Like I feel like I'm ace in the world with my little hot chocolate in my hand and my work stuff on the table and stuff. Oh, come on, girl. I love being productive. Like if I'm not productive, I feel depressed. But I love resting too as well. But yeah, so like when I'm on my game, I am on my game because like your girl's writing a book. I am going to be, I'm emailing so many 5-star hotels. I'm emailing other businesses. I'm emailing brand new opportunities. Like I'm just so excited for things to just start popping off and in 2024. Like again, it's just so cool. Again, being in the city, that environment, like I said, nearby coffee shop, walking to places, making them steps, eating healthy. There's like a Green and Crisp next door, which I love, by the way, and I love getting their salads reasonably priced as well. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you feel that healthiness into your body, and it creates a healthy body. I remember before that I was told that most people who are trying to grow their business, they sometimes like to live in the city or somewhere where it's kind of small. And I never understood that. I was like, why would you want to pay something that's kind of expensive, but it's kind of a smaller establishment? And come to find out, the reason why some people do that is because when they're in a smaller establishment, they're more forced to go out. So forced to go out far as like, I need to travel more to expand more of my business and my brand. I need to be out like at a coffee shop to do some work and get some stuff done. I need to put myself out so I can go for a walk but it's true. Like, but the more space you have at your own home, the less likely you want to leave the home because you have enough space to like, you know, do whatever you want. But I do want to push myself and be out there more. Like I can even use the 34th floor space with the work amenities and the lounge if I wanted to. But I like that aspect. And I never thought about it that way because it does push you to be out there more and network and meet new people, and any opportunity that you get. Like even if you're going to a coffee shop nearby downtown, just walking there, like you could run into someone and you know that could help your business or something like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like I like that kind of environment and it's very convenient. And again, it's that driven hustle bustle lifestyle, and I have so much drive and so much productiveness that I really want to do, and the environment matches my soul at this point. How did living in the city enhance my personal brand and business image? So obviously I shoot on my iPhone for a living, so I'm a photographer at the end of the day. And your average photographer, they say that you can't make a living anymore being a photographer by itself. And I kind of prove that you can at the end of the day, because I get business consistently, but at the same time, I'm shooting with just only an iPhone, no expensive extra camera or anything like that. And so I'm actually like I'm smashing all those myths that you can't do that. You need expensive gear to create quality work. And I shoot on an iPhone and my work is just fine. It's really good. It's been compared to DSLRs and cameras and all that stuff. So for me, just shooting on an iPhone and making a whole career out of it, living in a high rise, let alone, like, that again helps. It proves that you can still make a living as just a photographer. And that's exactly what I'm proving. So again, it helps my business and it helps my image, especially since I shoot on an iPhone. And anytime when I do business anywhere, if I meet people, it's cool. It's a cool flex. Like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I just moved downtown in my high rise. Like, you know, I'm doing pretty well for myself. Also, I do consider myself as a very high value woman who puts her priorities first and has a lot of good self boundaries, a lot of self love for myself. And I hope to find a partner one day that's that same level as me. And if you think about it too, if I was still living in my apartment complex in Antioch, which is not the best part of Nashville, but it has a bad rep, but it's still reasonably nice. And I mean, reasonably nice. It's reasonably priced, and not too expensive, but it has that negative connotation of kind of being not the best place to live. But hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's family oriented. It's not too bad. I've been living there for like 4 or 5 years, and I realized it was time for a huge growth in my career. Like, honestly, if I was living there still and I told people what I do, I'm not telling people like where I live. Like, it's not gonna help my situation. Like, but telling people where I live now, like, it's like, oh wow, she does really good. She must do really good. I feel like I get more respect out of it, and it really helps my business, and it really helps me. If I was still living there, I honestly would probably be stuck in that environment mindset too. And being here, it changed my mindset to want more for myself and elevate myself. Honestly, living in a high rise to me is all about elevation. Like, you're elevating your life. I'm elevating myself. I'm elevating my brain, my mindset, my perspective. If I were to stay at the small apartment complex, you know, I don't want to remain the same person. I want to grow, you know, I want to be pushed, boundaries. Moving in here also will help me from a social media perspective too, because obviously when I create content, it's very eye-catching. I mean, look at this, like, it looks like a background screen, like just AI but I didn't. It really helps with, like, obviously cool TikTok ideas. I could be on the 34th floor lounge area or the work lounge area or by the pools during the summer. We got 2 pools, by the way. And also, like, again, just using my space in my place. Like, it's even nice here too. Like, so I could do plenty of content and gradually appeal more audience. And again, them taking my business more seriously. Like, what? She lives there and she does what? So again, it enhances my life and it enhances my business. When you're living in a city, you also have the perks of being very close to the really high-end hotels too. And if you think about it, anyone who's like super big in business or makes really good wealthy money from their company or whatever, and they're in town, they're more likely going to be in one of the places downtown, not necessarily in the suburban areas. And so I also have that opportunity to go to networking events or any conferences that are nearby or whatever, or even the hotel lobbies. And if I run into somebody and it's like a cool like networking experience, boom, I just created that experience for myself, that opportunity for myself. Honestly, ever since I started thinking about partnering up with businesses, that did not even come to mind until I started living here. And when I realized, like, all businesses, because I'm a photographer, all businesses need content. Like, I realized that all the businesses around me, and there's so much opportunity around me. Like, I could just walk to these places and just, you know, pitch myself if I wanted to, or get their contact information and send them an email about who I am and what I'm about. But at the end of the day, it's just exposing who I am and what I'm about. Because it doesn't matter if you're the most talented person. It matters more how much you're exposing your talent to people. And so again, if I continue to do stuff like that, again, I'm just putting myself out there more and creating more opportunities for myself and my business. Living in Nashville, I feel like I have a lot easier for it being a safer city compared to most cities. And I like the energy here, especially since I live close to Broadway, which is where they pretty much have music on the Strip. I like the fact that that energy, it's ongoing. Like nothing is like shut off at 9:30 at night, you know? And everyone's still going, everyone's still staying in business, and I like that. I know most people are like, you know, when I am successful or when I have a good enough amount of money, I'm gonna get a huge space and I am telling you, like, I actually recommend you to get a really small space and in an environment that's very like good energy and driven, and you're around a lot of people that are also successful. So again, I hope that this video was helpful, sharing and inspiring more people to, if you're an entrepreneur, dreamer, creator of some sort, and you are really wanting to become successful, like I highly encourage to change your environment once you have the funds to do so, because it really does make a difference in how quickly you can get to your success goals. And again, being around motivating and driven people's energy that's positive, and they're also on a mission to get to where they want to get to, that is a game changer, to be around people like that, because it really does help you and it motivates you and it pushes you to become more successful. If you guys like my videos, feel free to subscribe. I'm happy to keep sharing my high-rise lifestyle living and also the benefits of it all. And I just want to keep inspiring you guys, even if you don't live in a high-rise and you still live at home with your mom, or if you are with a roommate. I've been there. Like, again, just keep watching my videos. Maybe you'll manifest this for your future. Maybe I'll help you manifest this for your future. If you feel like there's another place that drives you to be more ambitious or pushes you to get faster and quicker to your goals in life, feel free to share. I am an open-minded person. I just want to keep helping people who are just curious on living in the city and being an entrepreneur and living in a high-rise. There are big benefits to it. Anyways, thank you guys again for watching. Hope to see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Have a great night. Bye.